Imagine if the words you spoke to yourself were the foundation of your success. What if the way you talk to yourself over the next 3 days determined how you viewed your potential, your goals, and your ability to succeed? For just 3 days, treat yourself with the same respect, urgency, and belief that you would treat your biggest role model. Let's take a look at what that would sound like. Starting today, you need to change the conversation. No more negative self-talk, no more excuses. Instead, it's time to get serious about your future. Picture yourself waking up tomorrow morning, looking in the mirror and saying, I am capable of more than I've ever realized. I have the power to shape my destiny. If you've been doubting your abilities, questioning your worth, or feeling like you're stuck, it's time to stop. It's time to make your self-talk a powerful tool for change. For the next 3 days, say to yourself, I am worthy of success. I control my thoughts, and my thoughts shape my reality. Today is an opportunity to move closer to my dreams. I will not let fear or doubt control my actions. I believe in my ability to achieve greatness. For just 3 days, take charge of your inner dialogue. Encourage yourself like you're the best coach in the world. Push yourself like you're your own toughest competitor. Remind yourself that your dreams aren't too big. They're not out of reach. They're simply waiting for you to believe in them. Imagine where you could be if you treated yourself this way every single day. It starts now with just 3 days of intentional, empowering self-talk. After 3 days, you'll find yourself thinking differently. You'll act differently. And you'll begin to see results you never thought possible. So go ahead, talk to yourself like the person you want to become, and watch what happens when you do. For 3 days, challenge yourself to stay positive, stay focused, and most importantly, stay consistent. You'll be amazed at what you can achieve. Your inner dialogue shapes your beliefs, and your beliefs drive your actions. If you want to succeed, your self-talk needs to reflect that ambition. Positive self-talk fuels positive actions. For just 3 days, focus on uplifting yourself with words of encouragement and possibility. No one else can control how you think. When you change your inner conversation, you change your reality. 3 days of disciplined, intentional self-talk can set the foundation for lasting change. It's not about perfection, but persistence. Look to yourself like you're capable of more than you think. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. For 3 days, stop seeing setbacks as failures. See them as lessons and stepping stones toward your success. Your belief in yourself is the most powerful tool you have. If you believe you can, you will. Replace negative thoughts with empowering beliefs. No more I can't or I'm not good enough. Focus on I can and I will. Your words and thoughts will lead you to act like a winner. Confidence isn't about arrogance, it's about believing in your ability to succeed. 3 days of positive self-talk will give you the momentum to continue. Just 3 days can be the beginning of lasting change. Self-talk is the foundation upon which success is built. The way you speak to yourself directly influences the path you take in life. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, that you'll never make it, or that success is reserved for others, that's exactly what you'll believe. And when you believe something, you start acting according to that belief. But if you change your inner dialogue, if you start telling yourself that you are capable, that you have what it takes, and that success is something you can achieve, you'll begin to act like someone who is destined for greatness. The way you speak to yourself shapes how you approach challenges, how you respond to setbacks, and how you capitalize on opportunities. A person who speaks negatively to themselves will often retreat at the first sign of adversity, while someone who believes in their own potential will see every obstacle as a stepping stone, a necessary part of the journey. Self-talk is the silent driver behind every action, decision, and outcome. Success doesn't happen overnight, and it certainly doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of consistent effort, fueled by the right mindset. The conversations you have with yourself today will determine the actions you take tomorrow. Speak to yourself like someone who is on the path to success, and you'll begin to act like someone who is already walking that path. The power of your words will shape your destiny. Self-talk is the foundation upon which success is built. The way you speak to yourself directly influences the path you take in life. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, that you'll never make it, or that success is reserved for others, that's exactly what you'll believe. And when you believe something, you start acting according to that belief. But if you change your inner dialogue, if you start telling yourself that you are capable, that you have what it takes, and that success is something you can achieve, you'll begin to act like someone who is destined for greatness. The way you speak to yourself shapes how you approach challenges, how you respond to setbacks, and how you capitalize on opportunities. A person who speaks negatively to themselves will often retreat at the first sign of adversity, while someone who believes in their own potential will see every obstacle as a stepping stone, a necessary part of the journey. Self-talk is the silent driver behind every action, decision, and outcome. Success doesn't happen overnight, and it certainly doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of consistent effort, fueled by the right mindset. The conversations you have with yourself today will determine the actions you take tomorrow. Speak to yourself like someone who is on the path to success, and you'll begin to act like someone who is already walking that path. The power of your words will shape your destiny. Positive thinking isn't just about wearing a smile or thinking happy thoughts. It's about shaping your reality with the power of your mind. The way you think influences the way you act, and the way you act determines your results. If you consistently think positively, you begin to believe in possibilities, and when you believe in possibilities, you start to create opportunities. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties in life, but it means choosing to focus on solutions instead of problems, on progress instead of setbacks. When you think positively, you start to see the world in a different light. Challenges become opportunities to grow, setbacks become lessons, and failures become stepping stones. It's all about perspective. What you focus on expands, so if you focus on your strengths, your potential, and your ability to overcome obstacles, you'll find yourself attracting more of the same. The mind is a powerful tool, and the more you train it to think positively, the more you'll start to see your life transform. A positive mindset doesn't just affect how you view the world, it affects how the world responds to you. You start to attract like-minded people, opportunities that align with your goals, and circumstances that push you closer to your vision. When you think positively, you're essentially programming yourself for success. The power of positive thinking lies in the fact that it doesn't require any extra resources. It's available to you right now in the thoughts you choose to hold. It's free, it's in your control, and it's one of the most impactful tools you have at your disposal. So make the choice to fill your mind with positive thoughts and watch as your actions and results follow suit. The more you think positively, the more your life becomes a reflection of those thoughts. Your thoughts are yours to control. No one else can dictate how you think unless you allow them to. The power to shape your mindset is within you. Each day you face a choice. You can let your thoughts run wild and unchecked, or you can take control and decide which thoughts serve you and which ones don't. The key to success lies in your ability to master your thinking, to consciously choose thoughts that align with your goals, your vision, and the life you want to create. Every thought you have shapes your reality. If you let negative or limiting thoughts dominate your mind, you will see the world through that lens, full of obstacles, reasons for failure, and doubts about your own potential. But when you take control of your thoughts and replace them with empowering, forward-thinking beliefs, your actions follow suit. The person you become is a direct reflection of the thoughts you feed yourself. No one can control your thoughts unless you allow them to. You can choose to focus on what's working, on your strengths, on your potential. You can choose to think in terms of possibilities, opportunities, and growth. The mind is an incredibly powerful tool, and when you learn to use it effectively, you unlock the door to endless potential. It's important to recognize that the thoughts you have today will determine the person you become tomorrow. If you allow negative thoughts to dominate your mind, you'll be trapped in a cycle of defeat. But when you choose to take control, when you decide to think thoughts of success, perseverance, and possibility, you are planting the seeds for a future of achievement and fulfillment. The beauty of controlling your thoughts is that it's always in your hands. It doesn't matter what's going on around you, you can still choose how to think. And when you choose to think in ways that empower you, you take charge of your life. Consistency is the one factor that separates those who achieve their goals from those who merely dream about them. It's not the occasional effort that leads to success, but the steady, consistent actions that compound over time. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be is not determined by bursts of effort, but by the consistent, everyday actions you take toward your goals. You don't need to make giant leaps or do everything at once. What you need is the discipline to do something every day. No matter how small, that brings you closer to your desired outcome. It's easy to be motivated when you're excited about a new goal, but motivation fades. What lasts is the consistency of showing up day after day, putting in the work, and staying committed even when the initial excitement wears off. Consistency builds momentum. The more consistent you are, the more you start to see results, and that fuels even more action. It's like planting seeds. You may not see the fruit of your labor immediately, but every day you tend to the soil, you're moving closer to your harvest. The key is to keep going, to show up every day, and to never stop moving forward, even when progress seems slow. People often overestimate what they can achieve in a short amount of time and underestimate the power of steady, consistent effort over the long haul. But when you commit to doing the right things day after day, even the smallest efforts accumulate into massive achievements. Consistency is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the secret ingredient that turns small actions into extraordinary results. If you want to reach your full potential, you have to commit to the daily process, to the ongoing work, to the discipline of staying on course. This doesn't mean perfection, it means persistence. It's not about doing everything right every time, it's about doing something right consistently and trusting that over time your efforts will pay off. Stay consistent and success will follow. Challenge your limits because it's the only way to grow. We all have boundaries, whether they're set by our own fears, doubts, or comfort zones. But those limits are often just illusions. They are the boundaries we create in our minds, and the only way to push past them is to challenge them head on. It's easy to stay within what feels familiar, to live within the confines of what's comfortable. But if you want to become more, you have to be willing to step outside those limits and test the edges of your potential. Every time you push yourself beyond what you think you can do, you expand what's possible for you. It's like stretching a rubber band. Each time you push further, it becomes a little more elastic, a little more flexible. Your potential is the same way. When you challenge yourself to do more, to think bigger, to reach higher, you expand your capabilities. You realize that you can accomplish far more than you ever thought was possible. If you want to achieve extraordinary results, you can't keep doing the same things in the same way. You have to stretch beyond your current understanding and skill set. If you're not challenging yourself, you're standing still. And standing still is the fastest way to fall behind. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow, and the bigger the challenge, the greater the opportunity. It's not about perfection or getting it right every time. It's about trying, failing, learning, and trying again. Each time you challenge yourself, you increase your capacity to handle more, to do more, and to achieve more. When you constantly challenge your limits, you open up a world of possibilities. You'll find that the only limits that truly exist are the ones you place on yourself. So take the risk, push the boundaries, and see just how far you can go. You'll be amazed at what you're capable of when you challenge your limits. Obstacles are not roadblocks, they're opportunities in disguise. Too often, when people encounter challenges, they see them as reasons to stop, to quit, or to give up on their dreams. But if you shift your perspective, you'll realize that every obstacle is a chance to learn, grow, and improve. Every setback is a lesson waiting to be uncovered. If you can train yourself to see obstacles not as problems, but as opportunities, you'll discover that life is filled with chances to get better and move forward, no matter how tough the situation may seem. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to how they handle obstacles. The successful ones are those who see every challenge as an invitation to rise to the occasion. They don't see obstacles as barriers, they see them as stepping stones. Every time you encounter difficulty, it's a sign that you're being called to stretch beyond your comfort zone, to tap into a new level of creativity, or to sharpen your skills. Obstacles help you develop the kind of resilience and problem-solving ability that sets you apart. It's easy to coast when things are going well, but the true measure of your character and your potential is revealed when things aren't going your way. When you face adversity, that's when you're tested. And that's when you grow. When you see obstacles as opportunities, you become proactive rather than reactive. Instead of allowing challenges to defeat you, you learn how to work around them, over them, or through them. You start asking, what can I learn from this? Or how can I turn this situation to my advantage? This mindset shift opens up a whole new world of possibilities and solutions that you may have overlooked before. Obstacles can also force you to get creative. Sometimes the best solutions are born out of necessity. If everything were easy, there would be little room for innovation. But when faced with a challenge, you have to think differently, find new ways to approach problems, and take risks. It's in those moments of discomfort and struggle that your true potential begins to emerge. The next time you face an obstacle, don't look at it as a dead end. Look at it as a chance to prove to yourself just how resourceful, creative, and capable you truly are. Embrace the challenge, learn from it, and watch as it transforms you into a stronger, wiser, and more successful individual. Obstacles are the very things that shape you into the person you need to become to reach your goals. So when life throws a challenge your way, remember it's not something to avoid, it's something to embrace. Believing in yourself is the starting point for everything you want to achieve. It doesn't matter how talented you are, how many resources you have, or how hard you work. If you don't believe that you can accomplish your goals, you will never fully unlock your potential. Self-belief is the foundation of success. It's the inner conviction that no matter what happens, you can handle it, you can learn from it, and you can keep going. Without that belief, every setback will seem like an insurmountable obstacle, and every challenge will feel like it's too much to bear. The world may try to tell you that you're not capable, that your dreams are too big, or that success is reserved for others. But the truth is, your belief in yourself is more powerful than any external voice or circumstance. You have to believe deep down that you are worthy of success, that you are capable of achieving great things, and that you have what it takes to turn your dreams into reality. When you believe in yourself, you tap into an incredible source of strength and resilience that will carry you through the tough times. Believing in yourself doesn't mean thinking you're perfect or that you won't face challenges. It means having the confidence that no matter what comes your way, you will figure it out. It's knowing that even if you fail, you won't quit, you'll learn from the experience and come back stronger. Self-belief is the fuel that keeps you moving forward, even when things don't go according to plan. It's the force that keeps you focused on your vision, even when distractions and difficulties try to pull you off course. You don't need to wait for validation from others. You don't need to seek approval from the crowd. The belief that you can succeed has to come from within. And once you develop that belief, it will change the way you approach every opportunity, every task, and every obstacle. You will approach life with a sense of certainty that others will notice. People who believe in themselves don't wait for circumstances to be perfect. They take action regardless, knowing that they are capable of handling whatever comes next. The more you believe in yourself, the more you build momentum. Each small victory will reinforce your belief, and soon you'll find yourself tackling bigger challenges with the same confidence. It's a cycle that feeds itself. The more you believe, the more you achieve, and the more you achieve, the stronger your belief becomes. Belief in yourself is the key that unlocks all of your potential. It gives you the courage to take risks, the determination to overcome failures, and the clarity to focus on what truly matters. So take a moment and remind yourself of what you're capable of. Know that you are worthy of success and that the power to create the life you desire is within you. Believe in yourself, and nothing can stop you from reaching the heights you're meant to attain. Self-doubt is one of the greatest enemies of progress. It creeps in quietly, undermining your confidence and making you question your abilities, your decisions, and your worth. But let me tell you something, self-doubt is not the truth. It's an illusion, a trick of the mind designed to keep you from reaching your potential. The moment you allow doubt to take root, you start second-guessing yourself and sabotaging your own success. You're capable of far more than you realize, but you'll never tap into that potential if you're constantly listening to the voice that says, you can't do it, or you're not good enough. Eliminating self-doubt starts with recognizing it for what it truly is, fear disguised as logic. When you doubt yourself, you're essentially telling your mind that you're not worthy of the success you desire. But the truth is, you have everything inside you to succeed. You've just got to stop letting fear dictate your actions. The first step is to confront your doubts head on. Every time that little voice tries to hold you back, remind yourself that you are in control. Replace doubt with confidence. Replace, I'm not sure if I can do this. It's not about being arrogant or pretending to know everything. It's about having the belief that, with effort and perseverance, you will figure it out and get where you need to go. Every successful person, no matter how accomplished, has faced moments of doubt. The difference is, they didn't let those moments define them. They didn't let doubt stop them. They pushed through it, kept moving forward, and learned to trust their abilities. When you eliminate self-doubt, you create space for confidence, clarity, and determination. You begin to see challenges as opportunities, not threats. You start taking risks because you believe that even if you fail, you'll learn and grow from the experience. Eliminating self-doubt also means choosing to believe in your worth and your ability to create the life you want. No one else can determine your success except you. If you let doubt control you, you'll be paralyzed, unable to take the steps needed to achieve your goals. But when you choose to eliminate doubt and replace it with self-assurance, you unlock your true potential. You move with purpose, with conviction, and with the certainty that success is not just possible, it's inevitable. So how do you eliminate self-doubt? Start by changing the conversation you have with yourself. Replace negative thoughts with empowering affirmations. Trust your decisions, even when they're difficult. Remind yourself of your past successes, the challenges you've already overcome, and the skills and talents you bring to the table. The more you reinforce your belief in yourself, the more doubt will fade away. And soon you'll find that you're acting with confidence, taking bold steps, and achieving things you once thought were impossible. The key to success is simple: eliminate self-doubt and watch your world open up. If you want to be a winner, you have to start acting like one. Winners don't just think about success, they live it, breathe it, and make decisions based on it. It's not about the circumstances you're in right now, it's about the attitude you carry and the choices you make on a daily basis. How you carry yourself, how you speak to others, and how you approach challenges, these are the qualities that define a winner. You don't wait for things to go perfectly before you act. You make the decision to rise above your current situation, to act with purpose and confidence, and to move towards success with conviction. A winner understands that success is a mindset. It's not something that just happens to you, it's something you create. It starts with your thoughts, then moves into your actions. You can't afford to let doubt or fear take over. A winner doesn't get paralyzed by what's not working, they focus on what they can control and take action accordingly. They keep pushing forward no matter how tough things get, because they know that success is a result of consistent effort, not perfection. Winners show up, even when it's difficult. They don't let setbacks or failures determine their worth or their potential. Instead, they use those experiences as fuel to keep going, to get better, and to move closer to their goals. When faced with a challenge, winners don't complain. They don't blame others. They take responsibility and figure out a way to make it work. They understand that challenges are part of the process, not an obstacle to it. Winners are disciplined, focused, and determined. They set clear goals and consistently take action to achieve them. They don't waste time on distractions or excuses. Every day is another opportunity to get closer to where they want to be, and they treat it that way. Winners are also committed to lifelong growth. They know that the journey to success is never finished. Every experience, every lesson is part of their evolution. They're always looking for ways to improve, always seeking to develop their skills and their mindset. If you want to become a winner, you have to stop waiting for permission or for the perfect moment. Winners take responsibility for their lives and their actions. They understand that no one else is going to do it for them. They act with confidence, take risks, and remain relentless in the pursuit of their goals. You can't expect to achieve great things if you don't act like someone who deserves them. Start acting like a winner today. Take bold steps, maintain a positive attitude, and commit to doing whatever it takes to succeed. When you act like a winner, the world begins to treat you like one. And before long, you'll realize that winning wasn't a destination, it was the way you chose to live every single day. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in achieving success. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. Once it starts, it gathers speed and strength. The key to success is to create that momentum and keep it going. You don't have to start with everything perfect, and you don't need a grand plan to begin. What you need is action. Even the smallest steps taken consistently will begin to build momentum in the direction you want to go. When you first start on a new goal or project, it can feel like you're pushing a heavy rock uphill. But the more you push, the easier it gets. It's the first few steps that are the hardest. Once you start taking action and seeing some results, even small ones, you begin to build a sense of accomplishment. That feeling of progress fuels you to keep moving, and before long, the momentum you've created carries you forward with more energy and confidence. The beauty of momentum is that it feeds on itself. The more you accomplish, the more you want to accomplish. It builds your confidence and strengthens your belief in your ability to succeed. Success becomes inevitable because you've already set things in motion. The key is to get started and to keep going, even when it feels difficult or when results aren't immediately visible. Many people fail because they stop too soon. They start something with excitement, but when things get tough or the results don't come quickly, they give up. But if you push through the early struggles and continue to take consistent action, you'll start to see momentum building. Small wins start to accumulate, and that's when success starts to feel inevitable. To create momentum, you need discipline. It's about showing up every day, taking action, and doing anything that moves you closer to your goal. It doesn't matter if you're not seeing immediate, dramatic results. What matters is that you're taking action and you're doing it regularly. Over time, this consistent effort compounds and begins to accelerate. Momentum also requires you to be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your success won't be either. But if you keep taking action, even on the tough days, you'll begin to gain traction. Eventually, you'll reach a point where the momentum you've created begins to work for you. Things start happening without as much effort because you've built a strong foundation. Creating momentum is about consistency, discipline, and a willingness to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles. Once you build that momentum, success becomes inevitable because you've established a rhythm, and that rhythm propels you toward your goals. So take the first step, commit to the process, and keep going. Your momentum will carry you far.